Module 6 Web Security. The topics we have to study in this topic in this module: secure socket layer and transport layer security, secure electronic transactions, firewalls, application filters and packet filters and application level gateway, encrypted tunnels. Web security considerations. The World Wide Web is fundamentally a client server application running over the internet and TCP/IP intranets. Web browsers are very easy to use. Web browsers are very relatively easy to configure and manage, and the web content is increasingly easy to develop, and underlying software is extraordinarily complex. A web server can be exploited as a launching pad into the corporations or agencies' entire computer complex. Casual and untrained users are common clients for web-based services. Such users are not necessarily aware of the security risk that exists and that do not have tools or knowledge to take effective countermeasures. Secure socket layer SSL and transport layer security. One of the most widely used security services. With the protocol in place, an eavesdropper can only see the connection endpoints but cannot read or modify any of the actual data. Thus, it can protect users' personal data and ensure a safe transaction. A general purpose service implemented as a set of protocols that rely on TCP could be provided as a part of the underlying protocol suite and therefore be transparent to applications. And it can be embedded in specific applications. SSL is designed to make use of TCP to provide a reliable end-to-end secure service. This is the structure of SSL stack. We have a internet protocol. Over that we have network. In the network layer we have internet protocol, and in the above we have transport layer. In that we have TCP or UDP, and above that we have SSL record protocol, and then SSL handshake protocol, SSL change cipher specification protocol, SSL alert protocol, and HTTP. SSL protocol stack. SSL is not a single protocol but rather two layers of protocol. We have already seen these two layers of protocols. The SSL record protocols provides the basic security services to various higher level protocols. The SSL record protocol provides basic security services to the higher layer protocols. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which provides the transfer service of the web client server interactions and can operate on the top of SSL. Three higher layer protocols are handshake protocol, the change cipher protocol, the alert protocol. Three protocols: SSL handshake protocol, SSL change cipher protocol, SSL alert protocol. These SSL specific protocols are used in the management of SSL exchanges. Two important SSL concepts: one is SSL connection, the other one is SSL session. So what is SSL connection? SSL connection, a transport that provides a suitable type of service. For SSL, such connections are peer-to-peer relationships. Connections are transient. Every connection is associated with one session. Second concept, that is SSL session, an association between a client and server created by a handshake protocol, define a set of cryptographic security parameters which can be shared among multiple connections, are used to avoid expensive negotiation of new security parameter for each connection. Section state parameters. Section state parameters. Section identifier, peer certificate, compression method, cipher spec, master secret is resumable. Section identifier, an arbitrary byte sequence chosen by the server to identify an active resumable section state. Section identifier is an arbitrary byte sequence chosen by the server to identify an active or resumable session state. PR certificate, an X509.V version 3 certificate of the peer. This element of the state may be full compression method. The algorithm used to compress data prior to encryption. Cipher specifies the bulk data encryption algorithm and a hash algorithm used for MAC calculation. Also defines cryptographic attributes such as hash size. Master secret, a 48-byte secret shared between the client and server, is resumable, a flag indicating whether the session has been used to initiate new connections. Session state parameters. Next one is the connection state parameters. Server and client random. Server write MAC secret. Client write MAC secret. Server write key. Client write key, initialization vectors, sequence vectors. So these are the 7 parameters associated with the connection state parameters. In the previous case, session state parameters we have 6 parameters, but in the case of connection state parameters we have 7. Server and client random, byte sequences that are chosen by the server and client for each connection. Server write MAC secret, the secret key used in the MAC operation on the data sent by the server. Client write MAC secret, the secret key used in MAC operations on data sent by the client. Server write MAC secret is the secret key used in MAC operations on data sent by the server. Client write MAC secret is the secret key used in MAC operations on data sent by client. Server and client random, this is the byte sequence that are chosen by the server and client for each connection. Actually, it serves as a identifier for the connection. The server write key, the secret encryption key for data encrypted by server and decrypted by the client. Connection state parameters. Fifth connection state parameter is client write key. The symmetric encryption key for data encrypted by the client and decrypted by the server. Initialization vector, when a block cipher in CBC mode is used. Cipher block chaining mode is used, the initialization vector is maintained for each key. This field is first initialized by the SSL handshake protocol. The final ciphertext block from each record is preserved for use as the IV with the following record. Sequence numbers. Each party maintains a separate sequence numbers for transmitted and received message for each connection. When a party sends or receives a change cipher message, the appropriate sequence number is set to 0. Sequence numbers may not exceed 2 raised to 64 minus 1. I think we can stop here and